Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome Ani. Wow, it's been a minute here. Well, it's only been a few days. I know you've probably been busy. Okay, let's flick on shaders. There we go. Righty. Okay. Hey Don Dubious, welcome back. Oh. Damn it. Well, whatever, I'll just not worry about that. I'm gonna crank up the TPS. Is it really? It's random ticks, technically. I'm gonna crank that up to max here a bit and watch all this grass spread. I'm going to probably put some sort of like support structure under there. I kind of want it to be off the ground, but I don't know. We'll see. It's been a long week. Yeah, it has. Well, not for me, but probably for you. Judging by how you are talking. Your block's being placed, but I still see the stream starting soon? You shouldn't. You should see the stream already on. Okay, so the middle there should be bright enough. I know there are like two... Well, no, I think I'll fix that. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do, or at least what I've been thinking of doing, okay, first of all, game rule, random tick speed to 10,000, and just watch all that grass zoom in. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, and then we put that back to 3. I see the dirt mansion. No, this is a log cabin, dude. This is not the old dirt mansion that I made all those years ago. First time, Dennis Big. Welcome. Glad to have you here. What this is, for those of you wondering, this is the inside of Space Valkyria 5. This is more of a... just sort of like a quaint, cozy thing that I thought I would like to have here. I'm not 100% sold on the style and the size, but it is like kind of good enough. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we start a build and we don't exactly believe that it is as good as it can be. We are continually improving and stuff. Should these maybe be horizontal? Like that? I don't know. Hey Elmo, welcome. The only reason I know you is 2B. Okay. Well, if you know me from 2B2T, good enough. Lately, speaking of 2B, I've been trying to find a location to build the next big part of my base. And I can even go and bounce to the world in question, where I am planning out what I will be building. And yeah, like, I'm getting kind of stoked, in all honesty. I'm getting excited. The base is going to be really, really cool. It's just a matter of, well, I don't know, getting the right spot picked out. Yeah, that's about it, really. No, that's still... okay. Like that. There we go. That's much more even. Feels decent. I don't know. This is all... It's so straight and long and, like, prim and proper. I don't know. How was bouncing at 30 blocks per second? I mean, it was okay. I'm not going to say it was the worst thing ever. Bouncing at 30 blocks a second, you know, it could be a lot worse. It could be slower. It could be so fast the chunks don't load, but it's unreliable. And you end up slamming into blocks and you die. Or you pop a totem or some shit. So, like, all things considered, actually, I'm not too upset about how... I will admit, it really does not feel like traveling is super streamlined, shall we say, right? You can travel, but you will just kind of get, I don't want to say screwed over. You'll always have some sort of like problem to worry about. You know, that's just how travel is. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have just a full block on these corners. And then have this feed down into it like that. And then I want to use the spruce fences to kind of buttress everything. I think that'll look good. And I have like a crawl space under the cabin. What happened to the go in the title? I stopped using it because every time I title something, it's merely a gimmick. It is not to be taken seriously. There was one there. Okay, so for this, I do actually want to, because this is like the base part of the bottom part of the furnace, not the furnace, you know, the chimney. Okay. Hey, Pounds20, welcome back. It's been a hot second since I saw you here. Jack, what should I DoorDash for dinner? Chick-fil-A. I don't know, I like Chick-fil-A. Filet mignon. Oh, that's another good idea, Ani. I like that. Filet mignon sounds like a somewhat decent choice. Though I feel like you're not going to be able to get that DoorDashed. I don't know. I could be wrong. It just doesn't feel like something a DoorDash or a company that would DoorDash anything would have access to. Where's the goal? I just realized. Ah. Okay, here you go. There. I know Elmo's really slacking today. It's fine. Have a nice, nice night. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying a nice night at Denny's. Yeah. Okay. Take care, Dennis. Thanks for coming out, man. Thank you. You're welcome, man. You don't have to donate. You know that. But I do appreciate it, Elmo. Okay. So as for the underside here. I think I should make some sort of cross-section of struts under here, because they would not, you know, this thing needs some sort of underside support, I feel. Donations pay for priority. That's true. That is very, very true. Priority is a necessary evil. So I do greatly appreciate you doing that, Elmo. Like, seriously, man. I'll put those there. Build a Chick-fil-A, since you mentioned it. But I'm already gonna make a kitchen. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is not a bad idea, I guess. It'll have to be in a more appropriate setting. I feel like there should be a lantern like right there. Okay, good. I slabbed that off, so nothing can spawn on there. Okay, I think that'll do it for the moment, but I'm still not convinced. Like, part of me wants to tear this down and do it better in some way that I cannot yet currently understand or define. Man, who needs Spotify? Jack is live. Yeah, exactly, Inarius. Oh my god, Inarius? Where you been, brother? Where you been, mate? Dude? I remember you from back in, like, the Space Valk 3 days. Dude, Inarius, it's been a hot minute. Jack, these villagers aren't making kids. I'm gonna start smiting them. You don't have enough beds, most likely. Children will only be birthed when there are enough beds. 1 to 1. So 1 child for every bed. So if they've got 20 beds and you've got 18 villagers and 2 kids, you've got 20 villagers in total, and that is enough. You will not get any more than you have beds. Or you've not fed them enough. That could be another reason. They also have to have enough food. They have like an internal storage something or another about for food. 46 beds and 3 villagers. Then you have not either fed them enough, made them happy enough. That's another thing. You got to trade with them a lot to make them happier. Or you, well, yeah, it's a food or it's a happiness function. The beds must be unclaimed. That's another thing, but I think with 46 beds, the odds of them all being claimed are very, very slim. I think it's a happiness food situation. You just have to feed them more. Remake Chick-fil-A, but rename it the same way Fit renamed Starbucks at Aureus. Cuck-filet? Is that the name you want me to give it? I mean, that is honestly very funny. I might just do that. I'm gonna need a really good floor plan of a Chick-fil-A. You know? It's gotta be like killer. Fucking killer. Cuck-filet is honestly a really nice idea. Storm things there. I have 46 beds and 3 villagers. Okay, I think that'll work. And I'll put the... No, I guess windows here. Got a nice little hearth. Stuff burning there. I mean, it's okay. It's quaint, but like I feel like I could do better. I'm just not sure in what way I can do better quite yet. I'm gonna have to go out onto the big bad internet and see what other log cabins people have made. But for now, I think that'll do me. Oh shit, spruce signs. I didn't do a sign. Hanging signs, regular signs. Who's... Oh. Oh, they don't connect up. No. Well, we'll just have to fix that. Oh. Oh, you have to hit it on the sides of a block. That's right. So full blocks are the only things you can put that on. Interesting. Put a panda in the cabin and name it Elmo's fat-ass second cousin. Alright, alright. Ooh. How am I gonna get a panda out here to Space Valk 5? There we go. Easy. I don't know about the panda. I'll have to figure out the logistics of that in the future. Cock fillet is one of the animals. Maybe for like a chicken. I don't know. Whatever. We'll do that some other time. Popeye's the same way. Goofy panda. Yeah. I wish it was a brown panda. Those are rare. I have no idea if anybody's ever gotten a brown panda on 2D yet. Okay. So the inside area isn't like done completely, but it is kind of, how do I put this? It's good enough for the time being. I want to start putting in some rooms. So like up under in here, beneath the biodome and all the stuff here, basically. I'm thinking about what all that should look like. So like we got the central beacons. What do I want, like room-wise? See, this ends here. I don't know. Maybe I can like create a new type of tunnel. So like I've got this style of tunnel, which is really nice. Maybe actually I should focus on making rooms here. You know, because this area, I'm really not sure what I wanted to even be back here. Like, I remember I specifically was like, okay, I definitely want this room to wrap around over to here, and this is where you activate and close this doorway. And I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to situate that mechanism in there, and it's not as simple as copying and pasting it. I also wanted to have some like laboratory space. You know what I mean? Like experimental labs for, I'm not really sure what, to be honest. At the moment, I haven't really considered it long term. I think since this is a Space Valkyria base, and at all those bases I love making farms and the like, I think I should probably have something very like outlandish. At the spot there's a bamboo forest. I've been wanting to get pandas and breed them, just you're too late. Okay. Good morning. Oh wow, it must be really early morning for you, Vendetta. Morning from early Europe. Which mods do you use to make the spheres for the bridge? Spheres for the bridge. You're gonna have to be very specific in what you mean. The tunnels. Oh, those were not bridges. They're tunnels. So what I did to make this so obviously perfect is I used the line command with world edit. So let me set block glass. Right? Okay. So now I have two in the first and second spot over here. And I can just go anywhere I fucking want, right? I can go up, I can go down. We'll do thing there. Okay. Okay. Second spot there. Line sea lanterns. Cool. Now it instantly made a line between those 2 points, no matter how crazily far apart they were, and it connected the shortest possible path between the two. But it gets better. I can specify a width. I can specify a great amount of width. It's really cool. Basically what it does is it generates a sphere at every point along the line, and then it just overlaps them. So whatever shape that would create, that's how that works. Golden tiger. Oh, the chicken thing. I see what you mean. So yeah, that's more or less how that works. I can make it really big too. That's 40, because it's a spherical radius, so it's actually 40 if I do 20. Let me instead do 25 so that it's 50. And unfortunately, generating this can be quite taxing, because that generated 757,501 blocks. Whoosh. I mean, that is a lot of sea lanterns. And of course, it's solid all the way through. So yeah, that's the line command. I had no idea the line command worked until about, I don't know, 2 months ago-ish. The line command is, funny enough, how I made the shape for Space Valk 5. There we go. So I don't need that. I did the shape by doing a line command across all of these tips, from one tip to the next, and then I did a line command on the bottom. So from the tip of the star to this inner sort of joint here. Oh, that's right, because I set those blocks as glass. I forgot about that. Anyway, so I found where those joints are. And I added a sort of a stop point here. I think it's actually I think this was the point. So it was like right there. So I selected from here to where the tip of the star was, and then did a line that way. And I did a line of redstone blocks originally as a sort of layout design. And then I did a selection from there to the tip of that star, or that arm of the star. And then I just went around, the whole thing. And then I did from the tips and these corners to the dead center, which is this very bottommost portion, way down here. The dead center of the base, which is somewhere right here, where these beacons are. And so I just did that, and I just traced every point along the lines. So along this outline right here, I just traced every point back to the dead center, the centermost block of the whole star, and it etched out this perfect star shape. It's a 5-pointed star that is like an angular star. And so that's how I got the shape, and then I subtracted away material from a base, and that's how I got the star shape with a stone core and the hexagon pattern on the top. So that's how I did all this. The line command is fucking phenomenal. Okay, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, one thing that this does need that has been sorely lacking. This hexagon pattern, if I'm going to build this in the end, someday, this is going to be an Enderman haven, and we can't have that. Enderman will not spawn so long as it is light enough, and We can do that very, very easily. So actually, speaking of the line command, I think it would be cool to just sort of get a taste for what kind of craziness I can create. And where I want to do it. So I'm not going to make like the very, very edge glowstone. But I will make, where is that? Be like right here. Okay, so like right there. Okay, I'm going to do a global mask, deep slate tiles. Because that is... that is like the most abundant material here is the deep slate tile. So I'm going to do line glowstone. Oh. Oh, it didn't do... Okay. I see how I fucked that up. Okay. Undo that. Let's instead start our position right there. Now it did it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. This top part, this edge, that's kind of like the leading edge right before the whole thing drops off. This will kind of be like how I want it to look. And these are all very, very easily undone actions. So if I fuck up, I can just easily go Thanos snap, it didn't happen. Okay. That's quite useful. How did you do Space Valk 3 in a circle? I designed the circle in MS Paint, and then I painstakingly followed it by hand. I didn't know how to use all these extra mods and extra things to make my life easier. I could have used Lightmatica, or rather it was Schematica back in those days. There were some things I could have done better. Place deep slate tiles with... Okay, so if I do it like this, like a giant square selection... That's not bad. I kind of like how that looks. It's a lot of glowstone, though. Let's undo that. I really only like it being like a sparse line. Oh, I know the perfect way to do this. Okay. All right, let's turn off the global mask because I don't actually need that. Undo, undo. Okay, so I'm going to do from here to over here. I'm going to make a line. Probably right there. Okay. Line glowstone. Damn it. That is not the correct spot. There are bits that don't get converted. Undo. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Redo. Where did I... Okay. Right there. Let me try there instead. Aha! That got all of it. Okay. Yeah, I think a clean line is just better. I was gonna do it, only certain material would be replaced. Like, only the deep slate would be replaced, or only the black concrete would be replaced. I don't think I would ever replace the black stone. But, like, the more I look at it, also it's... I don't know. Whatever. The more I look at it, the more I go, that's something that would just look better clean. So I think that'll be what I do on that. So I'm definitely going to outline those parts. Should probably be like right there. Much better. Ah, damn it. Bits of it are not. Yeah, the through line is not perfect. I might have to manually go back and tweak these bits by hand. Be like, no, get down. Sit your ass down. That's... I don't know. I might just end up having to pick a better trajectory. Don't know. Could you keep it black by masking the sea lanterns with black carpet? Only the top. I don't really want to keep it black. I like the gold of the glowstone. Like, in my opinion, this works. I really like how that's doing its job. Okay, now I think I want to try doing a middle line up the grade of this arm of the thing. God, the line tool or line command is so useful. That's not bad, honestly. Oh, Inarius, you friended me on Discord. Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe not down the middle. I'm thinking on all of these hexagons I'll have a different sort of approach to lighting. Here to here. I do, however, love this clean line that's just going there. Like that works, in my opinion. Even if it isn't perfect in how it follows the contours of what's there, I think that's just good enough. And line the glowstone. Good coffee. Whoop, that was me. Don't worry about it. I was just changing something out. Okay. That's the door mechanisms. I have a sort of a backup line of glowstone. Perfect. Bam. Okay. Well, so the weekend is more or less upon us, or close. What all are you guys planning on doing? I'm not really planning on going anywhere or doing anything outrageous that I've not already thought to do. Oh! Actually, that reminds me. So, I just got word of something crazy. They are declassifying, for those of you who care, all the Epstein files. Like, that is just wild. Like, the Jeffrey Epstein debacle was so crazy. And yet, like, it was not something we ever expected to see the light of day ever again. And now here they are talking about how, yeah, we're going to expose it all. My eyes were like bugging out of my skull when I heard that. G-Mask Blackstone. Okay, line there. G-Mask Deep Slate Tiles. Line there. G-Mask Black Concrete. Line there. G-Mask. Or, no, I've still gotta do it. Did they come out? I don't know if they're out yet, but they are on their way, apparently. We'll see how things go, man. I couldn't tell you what will or won't happen, but yeah. Give up shooting on Saturday to buy a car. Oh, damn, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Is your old car unusable? The first releases were like nothing new, and there's no data for Phase 2 releases. Well, we'll see. We'll see in how they decide to approach things. I sincerely hope they were concealing things, like I'm pretty sure they are, and that we'll actually get some real bombshells. Okay, so that's the black concrete, deep slate tiles, line, blackstone. Well, that almost worked. It's a 2013 FES. I don't know what that looks like, but okay. Line glowstone. No. Shit. It's not behaving. Look at the whole press run? Yeah. They've been stringing this along for a while now. They're trying to build a pipe. I guess? I don't know, man. I feel like it's definitely one of those things where too many people's toes would get stepped on. And they're very powerful, high up people. And as a result, you will just not see it until people, like with the JFK files, until someone just croaks, or until somebody gets in there with the burning conviction of, you know, justice or whatever, and decides to, what is there to investigate now? Blacklist, or not the black, it's Epstein's big list. You know, who all tended and was tended to by him. The island is commandeered, but, like, notice how nothing came of it. Notice how quickly it was all hush-hush, scooped up under the rug and just gone. Like, yeah, it's not, you know, it's not good, but it's just like, don't worry about that. His personal death note. Only person you trust is Big Don, same. Hopefully it's going to be a shit show. Yes, I would love to see another shit show. Like, I would love to see people melting the fuck down, crying, screaming, wailing. You can't just do this. And then have their lives and their livelihoods destroyed by this for going to Epstein Island. And all the other scandalous things I have no doubt and corruption they've been involved in. I would love to finally see it all just come to destroy them. You know what I mean? Like, having their chickens come home to roost would really, really be cathartic. Because these people have sat up on their high horses for years and been complete assholes about all their policies and all their attitudes. It's just... ugh. Rules for thee, but not for me kind of bullshit. And I'm just like, I hope you all get bit so hard by your actions. I see the $sign. Jack's finally accepted that I'm selling Space Valk 5 cords. Okay. Not a single client has FaceTime, just Jeff and Giselle. Yeah, like they're only 2 people of a massive, massive organization. How in the fuck do only 2 people of this sprawling enterprise they had, how do only 2 people get penalties for this? Like, that's just not reasonable. It's also not realistic because 50 or so more people were no doubt involved, but have never been named. Nobody knows who they are. Like, those are just like the most trusted confidants I imagine. Like, to say nothing of the client list. That's the other thing too. People want to know the client list, and I don't know. I'm doing all right, Mike. How have you been? I know you've been laughing your ass off at Futurama. Diddy trial soon? Oh boy, that is also going to be fun. Because apparently the Diddy stuff is even more extensive. Somehow, some way, it's even worse. Okay, all of this can be filled in with stone. Just out of curiosity, this isn't filling in things it shouldn't be. Okay, so it's not filling in over here quite yet, but that's fine. They have to prove exactly what they don't. I mean, I think there is a very... Wait, what the fuck? Oh no. Oh, don't tell me something's leaked. Oh, god damn it. Michael Rubin is a sketchy Mr. Money scumbag waiting to get exposed. Oh boy, I hope. Oh my god, 1,800,000? Okay, wow, I fucked up. It's filling in way too much. Ani found the most hilarious chemical the other day. Please get on Discord. Nanoputians. Yeah, nanoputians. Like Lilliputians. Nanoputians. Very funny. Oh god. Yeah, I fucked up. Holy shit. Okay, so there was a hole leading to the outside. Undid one edit. Undid one edit. Undo. Okay. Yowza. Anyway, so yeah, having a client list and knowing who did what, like that's gonna be quite the shakeup. I have a feeling. Okay, let me go back to creative mode. Oh my god. Ah, I shouldn't have done 1,000. 1,000 is like 2,000. Yeah, because it's radius. I love chem, and I would love to understand the information you'd be willing to throw at you. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ani's probably got a good amount of chem knowledge that he could bestow upon you. They were made to look like humans dancing. Yeah, I guess that's cute. Whatever. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. This is the spot where there's no glass. Okay, that explains it. Let's get some black glass in here. Okay, that explains how it was able to leak out of the environment. Leak containment. Chemistry Velvum's a maniac. Sounds like it. Hey, universe, and welcome. Maniac is anti-science. Weird. Some people. Okay. What else has been going on? I've more or less started piecing together where I want to build the next base, next big thing. So that's going to be fun. Got to get a hold of my my item dealer, my item broker. He has a lot of stuff that he can give me. Not going to say his name. Well, actually, I think I have before, but oh well. Find it, toss my watch later. Okay, just put it in dirty picture. What in the hell are you two talking about? You two have the strangest conversations, Mike and Ani. I cannot follow you guys while I'm building. Chemistry? Yeah, I know it's chemistry, but like... Oh, that's how I got out. It's a giant spot right there. I don't know how I missed this. I was trying to pretty meticulously seal it all in with glass like this. Jack here being dirty-minded, thinking of the wrong thing. I don't know, man. Anti-science is a pretty broad term for a guy creating molecular structure. Yeah, what kind of craziness is he into? Like, how did he even create them? Can't be that anti-science. Can he? I'm sure he can be crazy, but like... James Tour is an anti-science as he doesn't believe in evolution. Oh. I mean... I can understand why you wouldn't want to believe in some things. To be fair, a lot of people who are of the Christian persuasion try to not believe in things like evolution for admittedly very silly reasons. But like, I think it's more of a selective scientific kind of thing. I get that, like, we love to paint people with broad strokes. Okay, now it should be reasonably, yeah, reasonably fill in everything instantly. Rejects abiogenesis, which studies the chemical evolution of life, yeah. Well, I mean, that's how a lot of people from a certain generation think. So it's understandable that he may be good at what he's good at, but still not, like, be totally on board, shall we say. Oh, that's where the block went. Oh well, whatever. Not my problem. And really, that's how a lot of those types should be handled. Like, whatever, their beliefs, not my problem. Shit. Stop fucking defaulting me to that. Put me in creative or ghost mode only. Oh, son of a bitch. How did it... Oh, it's got a gap, of course. Right here. Yeah. Oh. I don't believe it. Yeah, I know Mike doesn't. Mike, you got some crazy beliefs, but whatever. I feel like someone sank their hooks into you when you were very young and impressionable. That's not a good thing, by the way. So it's fluid? What do you mean fluid? Sorry, I'm trying to click blocks. I can't do that in ReChat very well. Anti-science meant you didn't agree with the the masks or the mRNA vax. Yeah. But that's because they use that. You know, a lot of academic types love to use that as a means to, you know, destroy the credibilities of others simply because you didn't go along with what they said you should. So, like, it's used both ways. It isn't a simple thing. Yeah, to shame people. That's mostly what it's for. But it depends. Like, there are actually genuinely anti-scientific people. But there are also people who selectively believe whatever it is they want to believe. And there are people who use, you know, their beliefs as a cudgel to hurt and shame others. So, like, it's a little more nuanced than just simply so-and-so doesn't believe this and thus they are, you know, insert label here. Oh, good night, Mike. You gotta go watch your show with your grandmother? Okay. A lot of people with the COVID stuff was a huge amount of censorship. Yeah, that was another problem. Certainly. Oh well, I'm glad it happened because it opened a lot of people's eyes up to just how censorious and awful our governments all could be. A lot of people in power were given excess power, and we got to see firsthand how bad they are at wielding and managing power without becoming monsters. And so it made everybody go, wait, this isn't good. Wait, no, actually, I don't want this. And you know what? Good. Like, if that's all it took to open people's eyes, and it's seemingly starting to work all over the world, but we'll see. Hey, I'm all for that. If a little pain was what it took to get people to realize that the tyrants that run things need to be deposed, then that's how it has to be, I guess. Ah, damn, I'm behind. Oh, it's okay, University. You can catch up, I believe in you. I'm just gonna do this to save time. Power of emergency powers are shown. Yeah, exactly. They overplayed their hand is really what happened. And when they did that, that was kind of the beginning of the end. And you know what? I am firmly of the opinion that you are not necessarily wrong to want to seek power, as long as it's for the right reasons. And a litmus test, a character litmus test like COVID, was the perfect thing that we needed. I know that sounds bad. I know it kind of makes me sound callous, but like, I have a feeling that history will look back on a lot of the COVID era stuff and piece together how it began, the beginning of a lot of the current trends we're seeing. Did you hear we may get another stimulus check because of Doge finding government or not finding, but for Doge getting government corruption and squashing government corruption, we may get like a check for shockingly large amounts of money in some cases. Like, holy shit, that sounds amazing. I don't think it's gonna happen, but like, just the thought of that is like so fucking funny. Every Trump-run administration has given free money to the people. It's so wild. Evolution is a hard concept to grasp. If you can concede genetics, reproduction, it's hard to understand of. Species in favorable traits reproduce more. Yeah. I don't think it's a matter of him not understanding it. Like, I'm telling you, there is such a thing as idyllic blindness. Ideology blinding you to things. Or ideology leading you to conclusions. And that we've seen a shockingly large amount of both in the last 5 years. And it's not a good thing, but, it is what it is. Okay. This underside area seems to be getting there. I might make an elevator, like one of the redstone elevators that would raise you up. I'm going to cover all of this. This is just a little bit too bright. I like how bright it is when it's filtered through these slabs of, or not slabs, but these layers of deep slate tile. I like that. That's what we're seeing now, Vendetta. Yeah. There's always big plagues of history, something like that. But, I don't know. We'll see how the world changes. I think at this point, COVID wasn't actually a plague, it was a government response to it. Yeah. It was the response to it that everybody disliked. Certainly. Certainly. Yeah, it explains political factions, exactly. Okay. I don't want, but I feel like I have to. I don't want to. But, like, I want to put, like, a dome or some sort of enclosure on this. Because, like, it's got a lot of exposed open-air parts that I built way back in the day. And it's not bad. It's just not, like... Because, like, all the Space Valks, with the exception of... Well, no. It's really just 3 and 4 have been enclosed. Like, we're in outer space. We need a barrier. We need a closure of some kind. And so I'm just kind of like, maybe that would be a good idea. Maybe it doesn't matter, Maybe we can just flaunt that because the end dimension is very obviously not outer space. I don't know. I also kind of regret making this area a sort of pond or reflection pool. Something like that. Imagine if we could just live in Moore's Utopia. That Utopia ran on slavery, right? Like, Thomas More was of an era where they just were using people as slaves. And they were A-okay with that. Now, in Moore's Utopia, there was a mechanism you could earn your freedom by. But, like, do you think that would go over well? Because I don't. So no, I don't want us to live in Thomas More's utopia. That would be a hellish nightmare. Spacesuits exist. Yeah, but plants don't live in outer space. Plants don't survive in outer space. So, that's a nice idea, but actually not really. COVID showed that all humans are basically the same. No origin was immune to it. Many people didn't see that. Yeah. Well, our national capital was built by slaves. Yeah, a long time ago, not recent. How about robot slavery? Robots are not people. Robots are not self-aware. If you made a genuinely self-aware being, like, you know, an AI, that would be a different matter. But you would not be ethically allowed to get away with using that for slavery, would you? Whereas an AI that is not self-aware, you know, a large language model like we have today, and a regular old, you know, assembly line robot, who gives a shit? They're just tools. They're not alive. They're not thinking. They're not people. So what about them? Like, that doesn't make any difference. It doesn't matter. If it's a person and if it's a thing that's actually alive, fair enough. But if it's not, who gives a shit? A tool is a tool. If it graduates to being self-aware somehow, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But if not, it's kind of silly to get worked up over a thing that has literally not happened. Okay, now. Put that in there. Now for lighting on the main body here, because as I said, this is going to be an Enderman paradise, and I don't want that. Should I just do a grid? And then just do it on the exposed? You know, it's funny. From way up here, it actually looks more lit than it is, right? Like, it looks like it's illuminated better. Whereas when I'm actually up on it, it looks so dark and foreboding, you know? It's a funny trick of the shader light there. What determines self-awareness? That's a good question. We are not really super good at determining and defining sentience. Actually, there is a pretty decent metric. The mirror test. The mirror test isn't a bad idea, I guess. We could do that. If you can pass the mirror test, good enough. There aren't really that many animals that can pass the mirror test as it is, so I don't know, maybe. It's all funky philosophy and not our problem yet? Yeah, exactly. This is a 1 or 2 generations, maybe as many as 3 generations down the road kind of issue. But it is likely one we will see in our lifetimes. So who knows? Who knows? You could easily become besieged by robots wanting freedom. But then again, I don't think the mindless robot is the sort of thing you should be worried about wanting its whatever. I'm fairly certain those items are just items. They're just inanimate objects that do really cool things and are convincing in some aspects, but are not human. They're not self-aware. They're not anything, honestly. They're just things. Not inanimate objects, but animate objects. You can choose to do something without having to be told to do it. Filters in the case of something self-aware or not. I guess being able to determine your own choices, maybe, to understand the consequences of your own actions. That would be another good metric. Hey, if you do such and such, what'll happen? Okay, this section's not as... Like, that's a more sparse strip of lighting than this. What am I building? I am building Space Valkyria 5 CXBZ. Neurosama. I don't know that Neurosama is aware of its own existence. I think that's more of a gimmick. It just has been told via its algorithms to say those things, but it is not there yet. Though I would imagine something like Neurosama would be very close, or at least, hopefully, more than 50% of the way there to self-awareness. But we're not making Neurosama do menial labor, now are we? Notice how AI has not actually done away with menial labor. I just find that funny. Because everybody thought AI would be doing our dishes and all that dumb bullshit. And as it turns out, no, manual tasks are a lot harder to automate than you think. If there ain't a war that's kicking tech back 50 years in the meantime, then 2 or 3 generations is a good estimate. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a war that kicks tech back 50-ish years or whatever. If we have a war, it won't kick it back 50 generations. It may not do anything at all. Like, you're assuming we'll have a war that ends with civilization being destroyed, or at least terribly hurt. It'll either be we will be Stone Ages again, or there won't be any such setback at all. I don't think there's any in between. 50 years is very, very tiny. Like, we would all have to basically up and decide, we're just going to rip out all of the internet and just no more internet in any way, shape, or form. By the way, 50 years puts us at like the 1970s. It's not going to happen. Robot with free will would require free will to exist. I firmly believe it does. Oh, well, you can think that, but I hate to tell you this, free will is very much a thing. Said it before, but AI at the moment is really smart parrot that knows how to respond, not true aware intelligence. Yeah. It will kick it forward. It's possible too. Okay. That's not exactly what I was hoping it would turn out. Because, like, from one angle, it's sparse, and from another angle, it's like a solid line. Kind of like the solid line better. Maybe I should just do it every... Like, I got that line there. Maybe I should do it, like, every 5 layers. And just have that be how I do all the lines. Yeah, I think that's a decent way to go about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be this layer. I'll mark it with a glowstone block per edge. Well, to the Cold War showed, it will definitely kick it forward as long as nukes are not used heavily. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. We all feel free will does exist, but question it. I recommend a video by Alex O'Connor, very interesting, and it convinced you. Okay. There we go. Link it to me, Inarius, since you friended me on Discord a minute ago, or an hour ago, or whenever. Just you know, shoot it over to me. I'll see if I agree or not. I've had nothing but, like, I can't help but say, no, that's bullshit. I believe free will exists for one simple reason. Information can neither be created nor destroyed. And so because information can neither be created nor destroyed, our reality has to conform to an outcome. But because information and thus events can neither be created nor destroyed, those alternatives have to assert themselves. And so what we observe our personal sort of path, our personal timeline. What we observe is the result of us choosing, operative word there, choosing, all the, let me try to organize my thoughts, of all the things that can happen, we observe one path and not all the other paths, because that information cannot be created or destroyed. It has to exist. In other words, it has to come into being, it has to pass, it has to, all of that. Oh shit, redo whatever that was. There we go. I think that's a nice line. And so yeah, we get to sort of surf the possibilities, I guess is a way to put it. And so the only thing that would allow you to do that surfing and the observing would be free will. I'm curious, posted in general? Okay. You are not free. Oh no. How old of a video is this? Oh, 6? Oh damn. I wasn't expecting it to be that old. Yeah, I'll post it in the general. Hold on a sec. There you go. Haven't seen it. Not sure if I agree yet. Okay. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a very, very interesting topic. But I have a feeling we're going to prove it one day. We just haven't figured out a good metric by which to prove free will exists. And it may be that free will is not a physical phenomenon. There are very clearly phenomena that are not physical. But we're not super great at grasping what those are. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Callum. Okay, I should just be doing this in Spectre Potato mode. Have you figured out a metric to prove that it doesn't exist? Yeah, that's the other thing, too. If something does exist, you can prove it, but you cannot prove a negative. You cannot prove something doesn't exist. You can only prove that something does exist. It's a little counterintuitive, but it does work. But you can make reasonable assumptions that something does or doesn't exist based off evidence and go from there. But I have a feeling we will prove that it, as well as many other non-physical phenomena, are very real. Ah, son of a bitch. That's not a good spot. Let's go right there. Man, so much excess material. I hate that. Just curious where the argument comes from. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out later. People still debating the meaning of life, or have we concluded that it's to exist as everything does? I'm fairly certain you will never find... Oh, actually, I've talked about this one before. There is no grand meaning of life, and you don't want there to be one. Why that's a very good thing. Because if there was a grand meaning of life, you would be a slave to it. It would dictate everything. And so anything not in service of the grand meaning of life would therefore be a waste. And so there being... Oh, God damn it. No, I did black concrete. What the fuck? Why didn't it... Oh, I did line black concrete. God damn. Line closed. There we go. Screwed that up really. Jack the Philosopher. Yeah. Who woke up and was like, what, neither me nor anyone else has free will? It's because they haven't figured out a way to scientifically prove it. And I don't blame them for that. That makes sense. We have boiled down a lot of the brain's functions in some ways, though we're far from totally finished figuring out how the brain works. So that is another thing that you got to bear in mind here. Why do you choose to do stuff? Well, for two main reasons. Because you want to or because you are forced to? Well, we can assert that being forced to is not free will. No, that is wrong. Being forced to is still free will. You can still choose not to do something. Where does free will come from? That's unfortunately a question nobody's really cracked yet. I'm not sure we'll be able to anytime soon, but who knows? We could have a breakthrough in the next week. I mean, it's anyone's guess on that front. Okay, what have I not done? Blackstone. Yeah, G-Mask Blackstone. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle two separate tasks simultaneously. Okay, trying to keep up with you guys. Well, the core purpose of life is to just keep existing and reproducing. Well, that's the biological function of life. That's the biological impetus for life. Why to exist like everything does? Best answer, there is nothing to work for, only things to work with. Well, it's personal. You figure out your own goals and work toward those. Might have to straighten these out later, but we'll figure that out. Sleep soon? Okay. Have a good one, Stone Cold Killer. I appreciate you coming out. Even if someone puts a gun to your head and you choose not to do what they say, there will be consequences of the action. Yeah. Like, you can be forced, and in a lot of ways, that's kind of not true. You can be forced to do things. I'm not going to say, like, you can't. You can be coerced. Actually, that's probably the better way to describe it. You can be coerced into doing things and feel like you had no choice. But in truth, you will always have choice. A lot of people don't realize the nature of free will itself, and that is simply whatever you want or are able to do, you can attempt to do that thing. You can resist trying to do something. It's not as simple as the whole universe is on a fixed set of rails and there's no deviating and you're just totally locked into whatever the world would be, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't believe that is true. Oh, take care as well, Ani. Game is about to start. Okay. Enjoy. I'm assuming it's hockey, but it could also be something else. I don't know. Oh. Fuck. This middle portion's also dark enough to spawn Enderman, isn't it? Yeah, 0 block light. I hate that. Not sure. Not sure how to best approach filling these in. Maybe I could do a pattern of some kind between these glowstone bands. Oh god, my leg is falling asleep. I hate that. If I don't sit in my chair exactly right, which over time makes my back hurt, I get to enjoy my leg going to sleep on me. Did I play on 2B? Yeah, I played on 2B2T earlier today. I kind of scoped out an area, started looking around. I would say wants come from your genetics and your upbringing, and maybe some random neuron firing that would then give you those wants. Oh man, we can take that in so many different directions. What then is a want? Because a want is a type of desire. What is a desire? How are we defining that? Because I feel like the core issue is we are not acknowledging that there is such a thing as desire. Because desire fuels free will. Well, why do desires even exist? What do those things give us? They give us fulfillment. Fulfillment is the point of most people's existence. Like all forms of happiness, all forms of satisfaction, like it's all a form of fulfillment. Pursuit of those things is, in a lot of people's minds, that's like the highest goal, you know, to pursue some form of fulfillment. That is like the most simplest essence of free will. The desire to be fulfilled or the desire to not be fulfilled. And then it ripples out from there. Do I want it on this level or not? 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Fuck it, I'm gonna do both. If your leg's falling asleep, stand up, walk in a circle. Yeah. I'm not like... I caught it before it really got bad. So I'm sitting up straight in my chair and all that. I'm gonna have to cut stream short here very soon-ish. Not that it's like... I mean, it's not bad or anything. Just... I gotta go and take care of kitty cat stuff. Exactly, in literal terms, it's just neuron firing. No, I don't believe that it's just neurons firing. The neuron firing is the physical aspect of this. That is the other, that is only one half of the equation. Desire and want is not just purely genetic. It is not purely physical. We only observe and live in the material plane, and so the things we see and do have to be filtered through material understanding. Your neurons are a material phenomenon. But again, there is such a thing as non-material phenomenon, and that is the source of that desire. That is where that all comes from. The desire to be fulfilled. And obviously, we all define fulfillment in different ways, but that we all either move toward it or we move away from it, or we choose not to move toward anything. That's also a choice. And that's kind of like the quintessence of it all, isn't it? The moving toward or the moving away from desire. Or rather, sorry, the fulfillment of that desire. It gets a little dicey, I know. It's hard to pin down terms. I hate that it isn't that straightforward, but oh well. Like a signal in a computer, it's not something we can see, but it's there. You have to understand, there's a whole half of the world that we've not yet really acknowledged. Oh god, this area. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna turn it all glowstone anyway. Damn, bro, this is legit. Thank you, Oprah. Yeah, Space Valk 5 is going to be amazing. Oh. I wholeheartedly believe I will make this the most amazing thing I have ever made. Okay. Oh god, load fucking chunks. There we go. I want to be able to see the area in front of me. That'll do. Most amazing thing ever, Space Valk 6. I'm not doing 6, I don't believe, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what history, or not history, what the future has in store. Obviously, there's only the material plane. No, there is not only the material plane. That is emphatically incorrect. You cannot be more incorrect if you think there is only the material plane. There is the plane of concepts and ideas. Very obviously, there has to be. What is information? What determines the laws of physics? Where is the number one? Why do we have a concept or an idea of the number one? Is there a thing that is the number one? And thus, if I find it and destroy it, the number one goes away forever because it's been destroyed, because it's material? Or is the number one ethereal and not physical entirely? See? It makes no sense to have a universe that is purely material. Not possible. You have to have something making the rules be the rules. And if you don't, then you don't have anything. And the universe exists as nothingness. Or as an empty void that's totally formless. Supposed to look at things, people's behavior, neurological problems. Yeah. But, like, that just explains a lot of, like, common behavior. There is a very definitive nature to the universe that we've not really understood. We've not tried to understand it. For example, where did mathematics come from, and why are mathematics a thing? Is math a tool or a discovery? Is it an inherent part of the universe, or is it just a thing we've made up that somehow matches the universe with absurd accuracy? Like, there is a lot to this that is not so simple and straightforward as the things in the world are just what they are. Not quite. Didn't you say I was doing 5? Yes, I am doing 5. It's Space Valk 5 because it's a giant 5-pointed star. As for 6, fuck, man, I'm not looking that far ahead. Math is crazy. Whenever we solve a new equation, we say it's new, but it's always been there, we just discovered it. Yeah, exactly. It was always a facet of the universe. So where was it? Where is math stored? So how do you make mac and cheese? Get the little packaging, and I just follow the directions. That's it. Although actually I hate mac and cheese as it is. Mac and cheese by itself is like kind of disgusting. But my mother came up with this amazing mac and cheese recipe that got me back into eating mac and cheese, and it's taco mac. That shit is so dope. She makes taco meat, puts the taco meat spices in it, cooks the meat, makes it all good and nice, and then she dumps it in a fresh batch of mac and cheese. Mixes it all up. Taco mac is fucking amazing. Great 20-ish minute recipe. Can't go wrong. Well, they are called rules, but they are only the observations we made based on how the universe acts. Yes, what is making it act that way? Math is a language that describes the universe that is stored in our brains. Is it, though? Because information can neither be created nor destroyed. We found that out from black holes. So, where does it come from? Where is it stored? What is it? See, these are answers you don't have if the world is purely material. If there is an ethereal or an information side of things dictating how the material behaves, then suddenly it all begins to make sense and things slot into place. Okay, I don't want these lights here. Boil and drain macaroni per box instructions. Melt the butter in a skillet. Sprinkle in the flour. Oh, you use flour as a thickener. Okay. We use milk mostly, but yeah, that works good. Whisk in warmed milk and cook until thick. Add the cheese sauce. Add the sauce to the pasta. And there you go. Yeah, and that I hate because that cheese sauce tastes bad. Tastes artificial. And plain Jane pasta, like, I need meat. I need something to go with it. And the taco mac idea is so good. I think the reason it's called a new formula is because I can accurately explain it, but it's not 100% complete. No, it's called new in the sense that it has just been discovered. Okay, was all this black concrete? I think it was. Taco mac is the bomb. Yeah, it is. We made a batch day before yesterday, and I've been meaning to eat some. I've just been too busy eating other food. In fact, I might make some. Well, no, it's going to be too late in the evening. Never mind. Information is a matter of states in quantum physics and cannot be destroyed. It doesn't mean all information cannot be destroyed. An atom does not remember it was once part of a car. And what if that ends up being wrong? Because actually, I would not be shocked if atoms do remember where they were and what they were part of. I actually think you can't have a universe without atoms and quantum states being saved and understood on some level. But that would require a lot more evidence. Like, that's more gut feeling territory at that point. And no information can be created or destroyed. Information can only be synthesized, rearranged, and put into newer form, a newer form, or a different form than it was previously. You know what I mean. But no, information can neither be created nor destroyed. Time travel would be possible if it could. And time travel is also not possible. You know how to make taco salad? I'm not really a salad fan, so no, actually. There's nothing proving that yet. Yeah, that's the unfortunate nature of the beast. Okay, I like this edging here. This actually looks really good. Oops. Get up above. I hate how slow you move at first when you hop into spectator mode. Okay, game. Load in. What about a taco burger? I've never tried to make a taco burger. I wouldn't even really know how you do that. Because, like, the burger would fall apart, right? I don't know. It's a decent idea. If you can get a good recipe going, yeah, I'd happily try it. Anyway. Just kind of projecting what I've seen and think, and by no means an expert. That's okay, Anaris. I understand. I'm not an expert either. But I have soaked up a lot of information over the years. Okay, could I by chance copy that entire tower and then just put it in these spots? I think I can get away with that, honestly. Isn't that a Sloppy Joe? Yeah, that does sound like a Sloppy Joe. Good point. I haven't had Sloppy Joes in ages either. I don't really like them. I'm more into food that is solid, I guess. That doesn't really make sense either, because like I'll eat non-solid things just as well. I don't know. I just never really. I don't know why I'm hung up on this, honestly. Get some nacho Doritos, lettuce, tomato. You like sour cream again. You like brown meat, taco seasoning. Put it all on a plate. Okay. Taco Bell had something similar. Interesting. I'm not a lettuce and tomatoes fan, but like the one-off Caesar salad every now and then, that's fine. Reminds me of The Lunch Lady with Adam Sandler. Oh, no thank you. Okay. Now, what are the light levels here in the middle? 6, 7, 8, 5, 4. Okay, so it's looking like 5 and 4 are the lowest light levels we get in the center, between the light, or between the glowstone strips. About over here. Okay. Well, decent light levels. About 5 is the lowest I've seen. And on the straightaway, it's 7s. Yeah, I think that'll do. Watch the Sonic movies? God, no. I hate what Sonic has become, man. Like, I never liked the Sonic of the 2000s and the 2010s, but like, the original Sonic stuff was great, and then the furry fandom got into it, and that turned me off terribly, and then it just sort of kept going in directions that it was just not. I just realized it wasn't for me, so I said, forget it. I'm sure it's fine now, but I don't know. Certain infamous figures have ruined it for me. If you know, you know. You all watch anime? Yes, actually, I just finished watching, let's see now, Danmachi is airing, and it's almost over. It's got one more episode. I'm watching ReZero. Oh my god, ReZero is so good, so fun. ReZero has, like, continually surprised me with how good it can be season after season. I hope it continues, because I've heard bad things about Part 6 or whatever, or Arc 6. And we're currently on Arc 4 or 5. I think it's 5. So I think the next arc, which we probably won't see animated until 2027, 2028. Yes, you know who I'm talking about, Universe, and yes, I will not validate his existence by saying his name, but you know what I mean. And yeah, that was how it was. Twilight of the Gods is sick? Okay. Do not spoil season 3 or waiting for it to fully release. Okay. You will enjoy it, Callum. Don't worry. I'm not going to say anything. Season 3 was the best season of the series so far. You will absolutely be pogging out of your mind. I hate to use the word pog, but you know what I mean. ReZero is very good. I just felt it was very... I just feel it very tropoi with its characters? Huh? I know that was a typo, but like... Huh? What were you saying there in our... Tropey. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does follow tropes kind of to the T. That's fine. I'm not really worried about it. It can be a little bit much, but hey, you know, that's how it is. Yeah, it's very anime. Yeah, exactly. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. It can get a little bit much, and then sometimes it's fine. Just depends. Okay. I didn't really design this tower like this one. I added on to this one. So I think I may end up having to just get a good sort of copy of this and then delete these because these are useless to me now. Yeah, I'm gonna paste it on top of that. Whoops. Sphere air. Card collection release of Magic the Gathering was all the OG 2B players. Somebody made 2B2T Magic the Gathering cards years and years ago. I believe that it was Cold Wave who made them. And honestly, it was kind of goofy. I'm not into Magic the Gathering, so I don't really care. But it was interesting to see, and a lot of the older players have had stuff made of them. Transformers movies? No, not really. I got out of Transformers years ago when it was Beast Wars was like the last big Transformers thing that I watched. I've also rewatched Beast Wars a few times. It's still really good. It holds up. For real, I think it was cool as fuck if done right. It probably wasn't done right. I'm just warning you now. Cold Wave was a young teen at that time. Of course, this was like over 12 years ago now. But, wait, was it Cold Wave? No, it was Sato. My bad. Sato did it. Or Sato. Actually, his name's Sato, not Sato. He was the one who made the cards, if I recall. I think he liked them or something. Maybe I'm mixing up people. I don't remember fully. Let me look those up, actually. 2B2T Magic cards. Oh, whoops, wrong. 2B2T cards, Wiki Mirror Haze. There you go. Have at it. Pretty sure those are real. Or, well, I mean, they were made. Not physically made, just, you know. Someone did a mock. It was Cold Wave. I was right. It was Cold Wave. Cold Wave's first set, Sato. Oh, it was both of them! No fucking wonder I thought it was. Okay, both of them did it. Cold Wave did it first. Sato did it again in the next year. Sato did another set, third set. God damn, he did a lot. Cold Wave did another set. Sato did 4 sets and Cold Wave did 2. And that was like all of them. And then Jared made a set too. That's funny as hell. I'm gonna have to look at those later. That's dope. You're welcome, man. You are very welcome. I mean, it's more of a, wow, I can't believe this is a thing we did kind of thing. But, it was amusing enough. Not the worst thing in the world, certainly. And disappear. There we go. Ooh. You know, that actually kind of looks really cool. Having it, like, eaten away partway like that. Very interesting. What's 5 plus 5? 10? How do you feel about Jared? Are you guys chill? Yeah, we're chill now, don't worry. Fuck. Why did it shut me all the way up there? There we go. That was weird. Jared and I have been all right with each other for years at this point. We've long since not worried about, you know, beefing or whatever people may think. That kind of ended around 2017-ish because it was no longer important, I guess is the right way to put it. You want to leave a phone tower next to the main building that's been eaten away at? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure how I want to make use of it. You don't know much about the history. It's okay, Oprah. Sphere Air Fitty. There we go. Sphere Air 75. And disappear. Ha. Every time. Eaten. Okay. So I'm gonna get this tower, because this tower is the most complete. Can you make beef Wellington? We've never tried to do that at my house. I'm sure if we had a decent cut of beef and a good recipe to follow, we could probably pull it off. Okay. Transformers Prime was good too. You may have been told too old for it. Oh yeah, that was that CG series way back in the day. You're behind again. It's okay, man. It's okay. That's funny as hell, but, you know, what can you do? Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't get a good frame of reference. No. Like, standing here was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have no idea where I was standing. That was stupid of me. Oh yeah, I read the Phobos thing. That was not Phobos client. That was a completely different set of people. Thanks for playing, but that was not the same thing. Okay, how many millions of blocks did I copy? Roughly 14 million, Jesus. Well, I've got to paste it, so I don't have a choice. Okay, well, on that front, I'm gonna... Well, it says it pasted it. We'll see. It's gonna take a while. But yeah, on that end, with that in mind... Oh, I'm not even... Okay, well, I can't go into creative mode because the game is thinking. So yeah, I'm gonna do my thing. See you all tomorrow for Freeform Friday. Y'all have a great evening. Catch y'all later. Goodbye. And thank you so much for those who donated, as well as all of you showing up and giving me a moment of your time. Make sure to like and comment, subscribe, etc. Follow me on Twitter and Discord, etc., etc. And y'all have a great night. Bye.